Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I hope everybody out there is doing great. Today is Saturday, and I just, I wasn't planning to come out. It's 0 degrees today. It's 32 degrees, and I'm debating on whether or not I should go for a walk. I don't want to wait too much longer because the sun is it's 4 o'clock. So the sun is going to be saying goodbye in a little while. But I think it's a little too cold for me to walk today, considering what my health is like when I walk in the cold. So I think, I saw a book in the store the other day. And it looked interesting. Actually, a couple of them looked interesting. So maybe I'm going to go by and have another look and see if I can find some nice reading material. I'm not much of a fan of library books because of COVID. I don't like touching all those things, but it's, I hate it when I get distracted. It's I forgot what I was going to say. Um, yeah, I don't want to touch the books. There's so many great books in the library, but I'm leery. How can you clean a book? You know what I mean? So I guess that's a problem with everything. But at least at the store, it hasn't been handled as widely as a library book would have. So those are the days that they're so gone, guys. This is the days of Audible and Netflix. These are the days. So I guess I should, update my lifestyle a little, don't you think? But just the same, I think I'm going to be looking for some reading material today, something that I can take home and read at my own pace, because I really do miss reading, and I don't want to read something that I've already read before. And so I guess I'll catch up with you a little later. I hope you're all having a fine day. It's beautiful out here. And so I thought it would be kind of a crying shame for me to stay home and watch the sun go down without ever getting any fresh air. So anyway, guys, I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Bye-bye. I'm back home, and I did find my book for a moment there or two, I thought I wouldn't be able to decide. I was so undecided as to what book to get because they all look so wonderful, and they had maybe three or four one of my favorite authors on display there. So I did manage to finally decide on one because I love this author and I have read several, a great many actually, books by this same author. And so let me give you a look. Let me let you have a look. Hold on. And so I chose one by James Patterson. And guys, this author is so suspenseful. I guess that will be one of my actual honest admissions that suspense and thriller novels, just for entertainment, are absolutely my favorite of all times. And unless it gives me nightmares, I usually read it from front to back, cover to cover, within hours. Within hours. And usually, well, that's another reason why I don't read that much anymore. Usually, when I travel, I bring one of these, at least one of these or two of these, depending on how long I stay. And I think Danielle Steele is another one of my typical favorites. There's so many that are on the tip of my tongue. I know that one of them used to be the sister of a beautiful actress who starred in Knots Landing and Dallas. She was a famous writer too. They looked, oh, Jackie Collins and Joan Collins. Those are the two sisters I am thinking about. Oh my God, guys. Both wonderful actress and writer. So she's another one of my favorites. And James Patterson, Danielle Steele, Joy Fielding is another. And so I for a moment there, I thought I'm going to walk out empty-handed because the ones that were less known to me were double the price. But actually, it did come down to price, and James Patterson was on the uncapped display, or actually the Action Alley display, and I picked it up right away. I was so happy to find it because I actually went in there looking for some sort of thriller like this, and so I will be taking you along the book with me, and hopefully I'll be able to talk a little more about it. It's actually about a young lady, a very young lady who goes missing. And so that's what the novel is about. It's about police investigation and news reporting, but it's very suspenseful. I know this author pretty good, and I love the way that he writes. And so I can't wait to get into it tonight. I hope that I can edit this movie, and I hope that I can properly edit the movie and start reading it right away because I need to relax more. And I have to tell you that today went fine as well. And I think I'm starting to calm down a little. I have to also understand that many of the perpetrators on the road are probably away on vacation at the moment. So, you know, it's not it's not so I don't feel it as often on the road. I'm very tense on the road. I'm always so afraid that somebody's going to come out and swerve on top of me the way that I had my accident, and the police charged me for it. I can't get it out of my head that that's not going to happen again. It may happen again, but I have to get over it somehow. And so I'm glad that I found this one today. I've been looking for a while. I could never decide on which particular book to get. And starting this one right away. And so I decided to do a little investigating on my own as to the situation that came up between the city and its citizens. And it does turn out that the couple of people that I've asked, now I received my notice, which looks more like a flyer, it's not a letter. I received it 3 weeks ago now, about 3 weeks ago. And so what I'm saying is nobody here got one. And so I don't understand what is going on. And so do I mail this person or this bureau all sorts of personal information that they don't need? I don't understand. I don't understand. This is a really grave and serious error on somebody's part. And they haven't responded to my letters. So you know what? I'm not going to go down there because a lot of people get shot at these places. I'm not going down there. What I'm going to do is I'm simply going to ask the lawyers to look into it for me because this is very pertinent information. And they obviously lost the papers I gave them 4 years ago after my mother passed away. So no, I can't trust them. I think something's really wrong here. Something's off, and I think it was done to destroy my peace of mind for anything. I know that my lawyer got one, but this person lives in a different district than I do. So nobody here got one. What does that tell me? Somebody is trying to pull the wool over my eye, that you don't mail one person in an entire building a vacancy tax notice. Something's wrong. And I know as a fact that many of these apartments, for one reason or another, many of these condo suites are empty all the time, not just 6 months, all the time, guys, especially in the penthouse. I don't understand what's going on. I don't care about the other suites. I'm not trying to be nosy. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying if nobody here got one and the apartments are empty, I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Why would I get one and I've been here for 30 years? Something's wrong. Something is very wrong. And so I don't understand how this is going to work, but it's not working the way that they want it to. It's very inefficient. And I feel like, I cannot respond to something that sounds and looks like a ransom note. It was probably a joke. I'm still thinking, but I have to take some sort of action. I'm not going down there. I'm not calling them. If they won't deal with me, that's fine. I have the papers. I also will not send the papers that I already sent. So that's what I mean. Something's wrong. Whoever thought of this must have been high. That, I'm sorry that I have to say that, but it sounds like somebody got high and thought this plan out and decided to target me. So either people are lying to me, which it could be, or there's a big, mistake and it wasn't intended for me. I don't know what to think. It was addressed to my mother. My mother passed away going on 5 years now. Exactly 5 years today. 2019, no, 4 years. So, you know what I'm saying? Um, what is going on in this city? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Anyway, I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it with my talking to other people. So far as I know, even many people in other districts did not receive it. So I don't understand why they are targeting me. Why do they want papers from me that they don't have any right to have? I don't understand it. This is not going to work. They need to deal with my lawyers. I think that's what I should do from now on. I know that I have to prove myself that the place is not vacant. I can do that. But for whatever papers they will want, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let the lawyers do it. So, because I can't proceed like this. I don't know what to do. They're creating a need for me to get legal help, and that's going to cost me money. Because they chose to do something that doesn't sound right or look right, I have to go for legal. I have to waste time going for legal assistance because they're too, they won't communicate. I know what they want. They want phone numbers. They're not getting a phone number because I don't have a landline. I don't. I got rid of it. So this is getting more and more muddled as time goes on. And I don't see the point of them raising issues like this if they have no intentions of following through or doing it properly. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm kind of stuck here. So anyway, I think I'm going to go and start dinner because I am famished and I haven't broken my fast today. I had 2 grapes around 3 p.m. But I wasn't really that hungry. And so I'm going to make some more vegetables and some potatoes. And I'm not sure if I want vegetables or a soup. I don't know yet. So I'll have to let you have a look when it's all done. And I'm going to get back to you in a little while. Okay, bye. So guys, I'm just about to show you what's going in my soup tonight. I'm making it a little different than I showed you last night. And I'm putting a few more vegetables in. And so far, it's coming along very well, but I'm going to let you have a peek. I just finished cutting and chopping all the vegetables, so hold on. After I picked up my book today, I decided, because I'm running low on supply, to buy some more tea. This is my favorite of all times. And, well, so is this one. So I think what I'm going to do is, after I put up my soup, I'm just going to get into my book and maybe chamomile, maybe the other one, I don't know. A nice cup of tea. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hi guys, so I'm around page 15 in the book, and so it's very quick paced and it's very exciting. What happened is, so far, that a 20-year-old mother and her 16-month-old baby have gone missing. The car is still at home, and she is married to a lawyer. That's weird. And so the mother, the grandmother of the baby, and the mother of the mother, whose name is Tara, um, went to see. She first filed the missing persons report, and they've been missing for a few hours from that morning. And so she goes down. When she doesn't get a response after she filed a report, the grandmother goes down. The grandmother's name is Kathleen. Kathleen goes down to this news reporter's office, and this news reporter supposedly has a blog about crime and missing persons. And Kathleen posted a blog, and the news reporter deleted it. And so she went in there very angry, and the security was there. And Kathleen, had the newspaper reporter try to track down a police officer that would give her some answers. And the thing is that the newspaper reporter, whose name escapes me at the moment, she is a crime fiction writer, and her publisher is the husband of the woman and child that are missing. He's the husband and father. His name is Lucas. Is it Lucas? I don't remember. I'm only on page 15 and already I've got the names all mixed up. Anyway, it's a wonderful book. So the lawyer publisher is under suspicion already, and the crime writer, newspaper reporter is just about to take off on a business trip with him. So it's a weird set of coincidences and circumstances, but it's so interesting. Incidentally, the girl that's missing married him at 17. She married that lawyer publisher at 17 years old, and her mother did give her the permission to marry him, but against her better judgment. So, also, the mother is confirming that the publisher lawyer beats his wife and threatens to kill them. So, guys, while my soup is boiling, I just wanted to have a little talk with you about how things went today. Things went fine. I did change things up a little, so my normal routine has not been attacked. Um, mostly, mostly what I'm talking about is the swarming and the constant following, and because of this thing that's going on with the city, I've heard of situations like this where people get into trouble with city government and administration and end up going missing. I'm not talking about this city, but I have been pretty much almost abducted once in I think it was 2020, the summer of 2020. It was very shortly after my mother passed away. And I remember having been so scared. And because of everything that's been going on in the past, in the parking lot and across the street, um, where no cars are actually ever allowed to be. And the residents themselves have had numerous tickets over the years for being in the parking lot, for parking in a parking lot. And meanwhile, people are coming, off the street to park there publicly, and they're not visitors. They're nobody. They put their beach chairs out in the parking lot and they lie down. It's unbelievable, guys. And the government or the police won't ticket them. They only ticket us. So it's very weird. This is what I'm saying. Something there's got something to do with targeting the residents in this building. However, nobody that I've talked to, this is the third person who's confirmed that she didn't get a notice. And so it's no use me going around asking more people. Nobody got one. I feel like I'm being targeted. Um, I'm trying to change that feeling, but what conclusion can I draw? So I don't know what to do. I think I should go to an accountant or somebody who would probably have a better idea because if I got one and nobody else did, something's wrong. Um, I don't know if this is all real. I'm still trying to figure it out. My lawyer told me it's real. And these people who live here are telling me, no, no such thing. So I'm thinking, this can't be the government because the other office has my papers. Why are they coming to me for them? That's that's one thing that really is a red flag for me. And I can't take the chance of emailing a set of documents to a criminal, that to somebody who could be a criminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to have after I get this sorted out and what I have to do about it, I have to get my lawyer to do it and I have to pay her. So, because it's too iffy, they wouldn't do that to a lawyer, they would do it to me. So, I want her to handle it. And if she doesn't handle it, I'll just get somebody else to do it because she's very busy, guys. And she's away. So, they picked a good time to do it. She's away. Well, I'm assuming she's usually away. And so, I have to get my stuff organized. But I'm not beating myself up about it anymore. I'm not being angry about this. I'm being confused and cautious because I don't want to send my information to somebody who is a criminal and not, the tax office or whatever you call it. I'm just trying to be careful. Well, here's my soup bubbling away. Hi guys, so I'm back. I had my supper and the soup was good tonight, but it wasn't as good as last night's because I decided to use some frozen vegetables instead of all fresh. And so it had a bit of a different flavor, but it was still wonderful. And I used to have these soups every day for 4 or 5 years, every night in the wintertime at least. And even in the summer, when I would come home from my walks, I would quickly come through the door around 8, 9 o'clock and start making my soup. Um, I can remember why I got so hooked on these. They're light and they're tasty and they're easy and they're relaxing to make. The past year or so, I kind of got fed up with them, but I'm back on them right now because that's what I feel like having. You know, when it's cold and wet outside, and you want something warm inside your stomach. Well, that's me. And tonight I'm gonna have my new tea. I love chamomile. I think I'll have a cup of that tonight. So um, I just wanted to let you know also that I didn't go for my walk because it's not that I feel like I have to report to you, but I do get really sick in the cold weather. I can walk a little bit. The other night I did walk. It was only about 8 degrees, and but today it was -0. It was about 28 degrees. Let's put it that way. And I didn't want to sweat and then get cold, so I didn't walk. And That's about all the excuse I'm going to give you. But I do love to walk, and I know that I need to walk at least 75 minutes per day if I want to maintain that 10,000 step or 1 pound loss. Um, I think it's 7,000 steps for every pound of fat, but I don't know. I'm gonna, at least 70 minutes. I know that when I was about to be engaged, living abroad in another country. And when I say living, guys, I mean 3 or 4 months, come home, then go back, 3 or 4 months, come home and go back, like that. That's what I did that year. That was 2003. And I remember having my little notebook with me and saying, walk from here to there, from there to the flea market, and that'll be 74 minutes. Well, I didn't do 74 minutes all at once sometimes. Sometimes I would do, say, 35 minutes in the morning and another 30 or 40 minutes at night, say around the time that the sun was setting, which was a beautiful time of day because then it would get very breezy until the sunset, and then it would get hot again. It was such a weird climate, but I loved it there. I felt wonderful there. And so I remember bringing Dr. Neil Barnard's book with me, the vegetarian program, and I had all my little notes for walking stuck in there. And of course, the book is now falling apart in that climate. I had it at the beach every day. I read it from cover to cover. And I was so happy, guys. I was all in control of my eating habits and my walking. I was dating a younger guy who I eventually ended up marrying. And I know that in our treadmill in that building over there, he couldn't keep up with me. He couldn't. Of course, I'm not much of a jogger. So that should give you some kind of idea of how good a shape he was in and how good a shape I was in. And I still feel pretty fit. I still feel pretty good. I don't feel sluggish. I feel crappy in the morning sometimes. I feel like I want to go back to sleep, but I don't feel sick anymore like I did last year. I feel really ready to take on the world. And if something horrible happens to me or if something, you know, crappy happens to me, I think it can just bounce right off me. Um, I can get used to it. I can adapt to it. Of course, if I get abducted, no, that's not going to go over well with me. But I'm talking about other sorts of things. So, anyway, guys, today went much better. I tried to change things up a bit and I was pleasantly surprised. But I find that if I don't change things up every day, and I don't like to do that because every day becomes an adventure for me and I never know when I'm going to get home. So I have to really modify some things that I do on a habitual basis. And I have to have a game plan ready to fall back on if plan one or plan B don't work. And I hate getting stuck in an area or in a location where I have the situation that came up yesterday where I was swarmed by the same man for an hour and a half. And I could swear it was somebody who looked slightly familiar, but I don't care. It could have been somebody who followed me out of Walmart and got in the car and came out with me. So, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't want those situations to happen anymore. And I think that it's not an easy situation to solve because I'm not saying that police departments don't do what they should be doing. I'm saying that laws for that kind of stuff are not really tough enough, are they? I mean, It's okay to make a mistake if it's a woman who's the victim. But if it's a man, no, no, that can't happen. So that's the stuff that should stop. That's the stuff. I feel like if it were a man that were harassed, that would be it. But because it's a woman, I really, I don't know. It's just not acceptable to me to have to fight for more security in my city. I shouldn't have to fight. I shouldn't have to go out and experience something like that. And I know as a fact that there are a lot of tourists in the city now. I'm not saying it's tourists. I'm saying a lot of people who, you know, are still partying from the holidays and they think that the law doesn't apply right now. The law applies. It applies. I just hope I don't have to go through that anymore. Um, I was almost abducted a few years back, and that was scary. So, of course, I'm going to be wary of things that are going on around me. And that was the same type of situation that came up when I was almost abducted. He literally came out of his car and started making a beeline for my car door. I almost ran him over trying to get away from him. So, anyway, enough of that. So, I think, my steps, I need to start getting my steps in, but I think I can wait for the spring if it doesn't warm up fast enough. So, anyway, guys, I think I've had a nice, relaxing weekend and I'm ready for the week. I'm ready to tackle the tasks on hand that I have to tackle. And I'm just going to take it one day at a time, step by step, but I'm going to be as careful as I can. And so I hope that you guys have enjoyed some or most of this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make my soup. It's very delicious. Don't forget the OXO cube if you want to try it because it makes a world of difference in the flavor. If you like OXO cubes, if you don't put it in, it's a little more watery sometimes. So anyway, you guys can experiment with that. I don't know what I'm going to be having for supper tomorrow night, so maybe I will cook, maybe I won't. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.